Hello again. This is Craig M. Rosenblum, once again, sharing some life lessons, things that I've discovered, and basically because I'm a philosopher and want to share the learning, understanding, wisdom I've gained in my life, and hopefully they're of value to you. Today I want to talk about three things: values, anger, and drama. Each of those has a vital aspect to how I live my life. Values, because I realize that no matter how rich we get, without the values to make us good people, surrounded by good people, enjoying those things that really matter in life, it's all empty. Anger, because I've seen so many people, instead of dealing with the life issues that they have, lose control and don't get what they want out of life. Then there's what's called drama, which those who do not know how to get the positive attention they need verbally fight, physically fight, cause issues to occur where they get negative attention. Let's start by talking about values. Why do they matter, and what do I mean by values? I mean values like how you treat other people, kindness, chivalry, good manners. All these things sound silly, like old-fashioned, but I think that over time you'll realize that these actually do matter, that how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves, our core values, family, friends, love, marriage, children, those actually matter a lot. And why they matter a lot is because if you don't have them in your life, or don't have any in your life, you'll find that how meaningless your life is. Because you'll die, you may be filthy rich, but you'll have no one to share that life with, or no one to remember you. And how you leave your mark on others is based on starting with those values you have. Kindness, integrity, honor, friendliness, civility. I mean, there's lots and lots of different values. But basically, it's the kind of person you are and how you treat others that matter. And there's many different sources of those values. There's traditional religion, there's philosophy, there's books, there's many different sources. And to me, it doesn't matter what the source is. If it makes you a better person and helps you have a healthy and happy life, who cares? And that's why I think all sources should be respected. Learn from them what you can, and use them to be a better person for yourself, your family, your friends, and your community. Also, leading a valueless life, having no values in your life, can make you very unliked and unrespected. And in the end, as you get older and you get more experience, you'll see that those people with no values are not people you will want to be around, not people you can trust, not people you can ever respect. And as you get older, you'll realize that values matter more, and being valueless matters is not worth it. Now going on to discussing anger. I've just seen so many of my friends that a situation comes up, and instead of trying to deal with it positively and resolve the issue, they lose their temper. And part of that is that they don't have the tools or awareness to know of how to fix situations or how to deal with circumstances. Life, as I've learned, is up and down, up and down. You cannot control up and down. All you can do is control how you react to it. So as you get older, you accept that those are going to be bad times and they're going to be good times. From the bad times, you learn what tools, what things you can do to get out of them, and from the good times you maximize them and make the best of them as they can. What is unhealthy about anger is that it affects your physical health. It reduces the number of people who want to be around you when you're angry, because how can they can trust you if you can't control yourself? Because in reality, anger is a lot about lack of self-control and lack of tools to find ways of dealing with your frustration. Because I think in the end, it's the core source of our anger is really all those little childish angers, or we didn't get enough love, or we didn't have good parents, or we can't find people to love us and spend the rest of our lives with. And the lack of that support and love can lead us to not know how to deal with when bad situations in life come up. And there's some different ways you could deal with that anger, and one is start trying to identify what it is that makes you angry. Identify those, and then try to find ways to correct that in your life through therapy, talking to your friends and family, journaling, reading lots of different books on anger. Being angry isn't wrong, only because it's a sign that there's something else going on, and that you're using anger as a way to deal with it instead of something more healthy. So anger in itself is not bad, just too much, and not learning the tools to deal with your anger is unhealthy. Because anger can really affect those around you, as I've discussed. Now on to drama. Drama in the online gaming world, I've seen it a lot. People just need attention, don't know how to get it positively, so they'll take a small argument and make it huge and make it a horrible emotional environment for others to be around. This happens around a lot of real life a lot. People just can't deal with people or can't resolve situations, and they just, instead of finding a positive way to deal with it, they exaggerate it and exasperate it, and it gets worse and worse and worse, instead of dealing with the core issues and, hey, let's get it resolved, what's wrong, or let's take a break and think about it and say, how can we deal with this, how can we improve the situation? And there's lots of ways to deal with drama. One is take time, take a break out, take slow deep breaths. And I feel that if you slow down your breath and you slow down your thoughts and say what's wrong, what caused the situation, and be honest about what fault you have and what went wrong, and accept full blame for what you did wrong, but also want to address, okay, I did this thing wrong, that person did this other thing wrong, how can you resolve this? Are you willing to learn from your mistakes? Because we all make mistakes. We're all human. And the first step is just going ahead and trying to resolve it, and being honest with yourself, being honest to others, and take the time to work it out. And this is kind of what's been on my mind lately, and values are just really important to me. These three things, values, because without values, we're kind of an empty people. We just produce more products and services and goods, and we haven't improved the core human life. Because it isn't the technology that makes our lives better. It's our values and how we treat others that makes life better. And if we can find ways, in small ways, incrementally, over time, to get the skills to make our own lives better and make lives around us better, then we're all going to have a better life. God bless you all. Live with honor and love. Thank you.